Good evening, good evening, good evening. I am your host, Markel. Welcome to Markel's TV, the podcast for veterans as well as Social Security information. I'm your host, Markel. So we're going to jump into a few stories. But first, I want to acknowledge everyone who's currently in the chat. Mr. H, good evening, vets. Barry, salute. Mr. H up top. Proper, okay. All right, so let's get into this, and then I'm gonna talk about the video I recently put out toward the end of everything that's going on right now. So who else we got jumped in real quick? OT, saludos. Howard, salute. Free thinker. All right, so let's get into a couple of quick stories here. So let's talk about the impact of the government shutdown, right? What's available, what's not available. I just want to run through that real quick for anybody who was wondering if they can still call the 800 number and different things. So let's just run through that. So what's still available? All VA medical centers, outpatient clinics, and VA centers remain open. Those are medical centers, okay, and VA centers. All benefits are still getting processed and delivered, but the benefit offices are not open. So you cannot go to a company paying office. They're not open, but they're still processing and delivering benefits. Suicide prevention, homelessness service, and caregiver support will continue. Here are the numbers that are still available as of now with the government shutdown. The Veterans Crisis Line, the VA call center, it stays open 24/7. That's 1-800-MY-VA 411. The VA benefit hotline is still available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m., 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay? Burials will continue at VA national cemeteries. Applications for headstone markers and burial benefits processing will continue. All right, let's look real quick at what's not available. As I mentioned, the regional offices are closed. All company pen offices are completely closed until the government reopens. The VA is pausing transitional program assistance, which helps service members make the move to civilian life and career counseling. Public affairs and unfunded veteran outreach is paused, including social media, vet resource emails. The VA office in DC will not conduct any outreach to state, county, tribal, municipal, faith-based, and community-based partners. The GI Bill hotline and the National Cemetery Application Assistant hotline are closed. Ground maintenance and permanent headstone placement is paused at VA national cemeteries. Applications for pre-need burial at VA cemeteries will not be processed. No new presidential memorial certificates will be printed. The document is an engraved and signed paper certificate to honor the memory of honorable discharge deceased veterans. So hopefully that's clear for everyone. What is still available, what is not available. So if you currently have a claim in and you need to talk to someone at Company Pen, they are still available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern, I almost said Central, but it's Eastern Standard Time. All right. Who else we got here? Watt, what's going on? How you doing? Saludos. Gary, what's going on? How you doing? All right. Let me get to my next story real quick. And those of you who receive VA as well as Social Security payments, okay, there's going to be a double payment of October. So in the month of October, there's going to be a double payment. Some of you have already been paid on October 1st or a couple days before, depending on your direct deposit. Well, the 1st of November falls on a weekend. I believe it is a Saturday that is November 1st. So you will be paid that week before. So it's either going to be Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, depending on your bank. So if you with like Navy Federal, USAA, Pentagon Fed, you should get paid anytime between Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of that upcoming week. If you're with some of these other banks like Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, I think you all get paid on that Friday with your direct deposit. I'm not 100% on that. I don't have those accounts. I'm just guessing. But I know you will be paid, those of you who have direct deposit, before November 1st. So just know that is your November check. They're not sending you an extra check for you to spend and then sending you another one. No, that is your November payment you're going to get early. For those of you who get paid on the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd, you will get paid early. Okay? Hopefully that's clear. All right. So we got that one out of the way, that one out of the way. Okay. Something that I'm sure the federal government is not talking about. There's two things: the cost of living adjustment and this payroll. So in the month of September, and they're in no rush to talk about this, the private sector saw a decline of 32,000 jobs. And that's after they revised the 17,000, I believe, negative jobs in the month of August. Now, there are several factors going on here, but the decline of jobs, the increase in inflation, and our COLA only being around 2.7%, which I don't know how it dropped back down, but I'm not the one in charge of the numbers. Because if you look at the data that rolled out, it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But again, I'm not a decision maker. I can only go by what they give us. Okay. But this is not good. This is definitely not good. And some of this is caused by what Howard has talked about, what Steele has talked about, what I've talked about, even Tommy has talked about: AI. AI is the biggest culprit here of all of this. I know that some of you guys have heard President Trump talk about layoffs for a lot of federal workers who are furloughed right now. Who you think is taking their place? AI. It's already at the federal government level. Social Security is using it, the VA is using it, the IRS is using it. So why not go ahead and implement it with a skeleton crew? Because they ain't never gonna ask for a raise. They're never gonna argue with you. Then you never got to worry about them being sick or being day off, child care, or none of that. You know, this is like the perfect time to do it that they see, where all these people, what jobs are they going to get? Because in the next few years, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be tough sledding when it comes to jobs. It is. AI is going to take over a lot of jobs. There are people out there online right now discussing it. If you're in a technical field that doesn't really require a lot of hands-on, get ready. You online, traveling, being a teacher, being a manager, service, what do you call it? Customer service. ChatGPT, Gemini, what's the other ones? I can't think. Copilot. Google has a new one they just dropped. It isn't new, but what's it called? Creative VAO, Creative VAO. I forgot what Google calls it, but there are so many of them out there right now. You can just tell it, it'll do everything. You don't have to do anything. If you want something printed out, you can take a photo and make yourself walk along the beach, and you never took a step somewhere. So it's all here now. It is all here. It's just a matter of these companies when they want to implement it. Okay, because it's here. Who else we got here? Big time. Let's see. I heard AI is screening claims now. The jobs VSR used to do. Yeah, they are. That is true. Same with Social Security. The same with the IRS going over tax returns. You got to figure, bro. If you can set up a program and write code for these things, and these things can write their own codes. You just tell it what you want it to do. It can write a code for it. So most definitely, yes, all of this is happening. Now, there's still a human element involved for the final decision where they have to go through it from a supervisor's standpoint. VA, Social Security, and IRS. But for the most part, yes, they've been doing this for a minute now. Ms. Palmer, how you doing? If you do not do keyword optimization in your upload your evidence, you will be screwed. Make sure you label diagnosis nexus, in my opinion. Okay. Like I just went through a CMP exam last week, and it was done here. I don't get paid for it. Luckily, I didn't have to go that far. I'm glad I didn't have to do like I did 3 years ago, where I had to go to Bogota. That was on my dime. So just know, in some cases, depending on where you got to go, whether or not they're going to pay you. Now, in some cases, they have paid me for travel, but this last couple times, they have not. So just know that. But from where I went, I could have limped to the doctor's office from where I am, which it is what it is. All right. So let me move on to the next one. I had this question, and I kind of did a video about this, but I want to address this. And this is about the Foreign Medical Program Modernization Act of 2025. Okay. Now, this is something that was introduced in January. There's only been 3 actions on it. I'll show you right here. It was introduced on January 15th. It was referred to the House Committee for Veterans Affairs on January 15th. It was referred to the Subcommittee of Health Action by the Committee of Veterans Affairs, and that's where it died. It has not moved forward. So as of today, which is October 7th, 2025, the same old rules are currently in place when it comes to the Foreign Medical Program. If you turn in a bill, you will receive a paper check. You're not going to get direct deposit. They're still on the paper check. This bill has not been approved. Nothing has happened with this bill since February. Okay? All of the things that you heard that I talked about that were supposed to be coming, none of this has happened. So I would imagine the next section next year, hopefully someone reintroduces this bill. It makes its way through the House, makes its way through the Senate, and then gets signed by the president. That's a hope. But as of right now, there has been no movement on this bill whatsoever. So everything right now is the exact same that it was before. You're still looking anywhere from 90 days to 6 months to receive a paper check in the mail for anything you purchase. Okay? All right. Now that one's out of the way. Let me drop this link again real quick. Now, does anyone have any questions at this point? Of course, I don't know everything. I'll try to answer what I do know, or we can look it up, or someone in the chat may have experience with whatever your question may be. But I want to address the video that I did earlier today to try to help out some people, because I know how it is, right? I've been in this situation where you see things happening to people, and you want to be a voice of reason to try to reach people to say, hey, man, this ain't the way to go. This is a good way to lose your life, right? And I'm talking about a lot of these people who are traveling, this thing that people love to talk about as if it's a good thing, okay? I have become numb to a lot of things that happened in this city. I've been here a long time, okay? I've been living here literally since November of 2018. I've been here a long time. And what I'm telling you guys is this, okay? I've seen a lot, I've heard a lot, and I know that every morning when I wake up, there are 5 things I can expect here, no matter what. There are 5. I'm going to give you those 5. Somebody being beat up, somebody being robbed, somebody being drugged and robbed, somebody coming up missing, and somebody dying. Every morning in this city, regardless of what newspaper I go to, regardless of what news station I go to, regardless of what website I go to, one of those 5 happen every day to a U.S. citizen. And it's mainly males that it happened to. Regardless of skin color, I can wake up and see all 5 of those things every single morning. So I'm numb to it. You know, I see things where people are talking, oh, well, my condolences. I don't have no emotions at all when it comes to this because on YouTube, on TikTok, Facebook, any social media site, people have put out the warning. It's like somebody walking down an alley and you tell them, bro, if you go down the alley, you're going to get shot. Oh, man, they ain't worried about it. They get shot. You think I'm going to offer condolences? Fuck you. You think I'm going to be like, well, man, it's hard out there. Fuck you. Because there are more ways to do things without getting yourself involved in that. So that's what I tried to explain to the gentleman when I made that video today. Fuck all of them that's involved in that. I have no empathy, no sympathy, no nothing. Every time I see one of these people chopped up, cut up, fucked up, do you think I feel bad for them? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There is so much that happens here you all have no idea about. You hear bits and pieces from different YouTubers, different social media people, but see the things that y'all don't hear, you have 60-some-year-old men who come here messing with 20-some-year-old girls. Those girls and drug them damn fools. Now they done had a stroke. This motherfucker sitting there with his arm like this. He got to take his other arm to lift it up. That's what the devil's breath has done to him. Do you think I feel bad? Absolutely not. Damn fool. Because you know what it is when you come here. The ones who get cut up, the ones that get hung in a tree and set on fire. Do you think I feel bad for them? No, I don't. Do you think when the family members leave a message, leave a link to show what the family member looked like and ask if I can help? I'm not helping. I'm not lifting a finger to help any of them. You know why? Because they all know what it is when they come here. They know what it is. Y'all know what it is. I'm not about to lose my happiness, the friends that I have, or anything over the stupidity of desperate men. There are 3 things I can tell you about men that are in their world: low information, low education, low income. That's why they do it. I'm going to repeat that. Low information, low education, low income. Period. So for those of you out there who wish to help these people in some kind of way, you can't help these people. They don't want your help. And I damn sure ain't offering it. Not at all. We've been out, we've gone to areas, and we see these damn fools walking in some of the worst areas of the city with a camera. They're not trying to make friends with people out there. They're trying to show off or get clicks for people out there who don't give 2 flying fucks about them so they can get popularity or get looks or clicks. I don't care. And you shouldn't care. So when they come here, or they go to the DR, or they go to Panama, or they go to Brazil, or Peru, anywhere they go, when they get fucked up, one less nasty bastard you got to worry about walking around this world. That's how I truly feel. That's why I have not spoken on this. That's why I've said nothing about this, because every day when one of them get fucked up here, I send Big Moose, Howard, Barry, Urban Globetrotter a message. One less nasty bastard we got to worry about, and a nasty fucker found what he was looking for. Because when you come here and you participate in that, you're looking for death. There's no other thing you can tell me from being here this long. I'm not a visitor. I'm not in and out of here talking about I'm chasing. I live here. Every time I see one of them, whether they beat up, drug, robbed, fucked up, or killed, it is one less low information, low income, no money having broke ass fool the world has to deal with. I'm going to leave it with this. Think about our U.S. government. Matter of fact, take it all the way down to the county where these fools come from. Have you ever heard your alderman, your mayor, or better yet, your alderman, your city council, your mayor, your state senator, your governor, this congressman or congresswoman, the senator, all the way up to the president office, mention anything through all these years of all these fools being killed, not just here, all throughout Latin America. Have you ever heard anybody come out and say, you know what? We need to do something about our citizens being killed? You've never heard a word, and you never will. Do you know why that is? I'm going to keep it a buck. Do you know why that is? Because these are people nobody care about. These are mainly people who do not contribute to society. If they are in society, most of them on some type of government assistance. So if I'm the U.S. government, I look at it as something in my office I need to get rid of that's costing me money. So if 50 people get killed here in 1 year, probably more than half of them were on government assistance. And the U.S. government is going good. That's money we can save. I'm just being honest. Think about what I'm saying. What government agency, what congressperson, what senator, what mayor, what governor has come out and said, we got to stop them from killing our people? Nobody. Nobody. There's no mention of it. There's no national campaign about it. Nothing. Do you know why that is? They're expendable. These are not people that contribute anything to society. They're expendable. If they were assets to society, you best to believe our government would say something. They would put some type of ban and keep people from coming here until they got their act together. But that's not what's happening, is it? Has there ever been a stoppage other than COVID of telling American citizens not to come over here? Yeah, they put warnings on the embassy's website, but low information people don't read that. They don't even know what it means. They don't know what it means. Y'all know this. If you take a moment and just listen to one of them talk, no grasp of the English language, low education, low income, where do they normally go? What do they normally do? Where do they normally stay? What are they about? I'm just keeping it a buck. Because if you're going to ask me about it, God damn it, I'm going to talk about it. And I'm going to tell you how I feel about it. I have no feelings for none of these low achieving, I'm not going to say that word, low achieving individuals who can't do no better for themselves than to travel to all these countries to take advantage of the poorest people they can find, and then complain when they go back to their own country they've been taken advantage of. So as far as I'm concerned, if you're on the street and you need help and you're bleeding, and the prostitute that you saw stab your ass in the chest, I'm going to do what the locals do. Step right over your ass and keep it moving. Keep it moving. Now I'm done with it. 8 CFR clearly defines federal benefits to be, 8 CFR defines federal benefits to undocumented immigrants. If you're referring to undocumented immigrants who served in the military and they're still currently in the U.S., yes, they can still receive VA benefits as long as they're still in the U.S. Once they are deported, they don't no longer entitled to those benefits. But once they get out of the military, whether they have status or not, they can go to the VA and put in a claim just like everybody else. No, it's not denied. No. If you think it's denied, it is not. You got to go back and reread the code. It's not denied. I promise you it's not. There are people right now, which is why a lot of them are worried about being sent back to wherever they came from. I promise you, this is a rule. I work there. I'm telling you what is a rule, and this is a rule. If you are a veteran, whether you are legal or illegal in the U.S., you can receive VA benefits like every other U.S. citizen until you are thrown out of the country. Once they deport you, the VA stops paying you, period. What up, family man? How you doing? I'm talking about other federal, but okay. I thought you were talking about immigrants that were from the military. No, they entitled to get paid. Make no mistake about that. They're getting whatever they rated. If they rated 100, they getting 100. If they getting 100 with the caregiver program, they getting that too. But the moment they are deported, it all stops. It all ends. All right. Are there any other questions you guys have? Population control, no benefits from the. I'm just saying, Mr. B, all you got to do is take a moment and just think. Just that's all I'm asking. Think of any campaign out there where U.S. citizens were involved and the U.S. government or some senator or some governor didn't step in. I'll give y'all a quick one. Do y'all remember the bullet scam in Aruba? Do you remember that bullet scam in Aruba? There was either a year or 2 years ago. There was a bullet scam where people entered Aruba, right? Now, some of it was legit. There were a couple hunters out of Wyoming that forgot they had shell casings in that bag and they went to Aruba, okay? There was a grandmother, African-American grandmother or black grandmother, whatever you call yourself, out of Florida. They tried to accuse of having bullets in her bag. She had no damn bullets in her bag. There were some other couples that it was a scam like it was in the Philippines. But anyway, that happened. There was probably 20 to 25 American citizens that had got arrested. Before the end of the day, every senator from where these people came from was calling the government in Aruba. Every last one of them. It didn't make 24 hours before they had came up with a deal. None of those people served a day in jail. All of them got to take their ass home. Nobody died. It was just a bullet scam. But you come to countries like this, Brazil, Ecuador, where these damn fools are killed 50, 60, sometimes 75 of them in a year. And you have not heard your government, your congressman, not even your state council say a word. Because once they find out, what were they there for? As tourism? Oh, next. Exactly how I go. Next. Ain't trying to help with no burial. Ain't trying to help to get them back. Ain't trying to help do nothing. Why? Why? They're expendable. What purpose did they serve? How is this making us look like a great nation? They're not. So that's why when they come up missing, the only people who care are the people in that world. Because if you ain't in that world, be honest. Do you give a damn about some broke ass fool like the U.S. coming here getting killed over S tourism? No, you do not. No, you don't. Unless you in that world. It's the truth. Is or has military service been a pathway? Yes, Ms. Palmer. Barry's talked about this. Howard talked about this. I think Steele has also mentioned this. While they're in service, they have the opportunity to get it done. If it's a priority for them, they can get citizenship done while they're in service, or right immediately after service. They can go get it done. But they're choosing not to do it. And I have no empathy for them. I don't. I sat back and I thought about it, bro. Look, one of the things I remember in high school, when I turned 16, one of the first things I wanted to do was get my driver's license. That's one of, dude, whatever I could get on to just practice driving, whether it was a riding lawnmower, we in a freaking wagon and somebody's pushing it, whatever the case may be. However, I can learn to parallel park, because that was a big thing back then, was parallel parking and something else. I can't remember exactly what it was. Hell, I can't remember now, but I know parallel parking was one big one for the driver's test. But whatever it took to get my driver's license the first time around, I was going to practice so I did not fail. Getting citizenship was never a priority for these people who are now here 30, 40 years later, and they got to go, or they're scared they're going to get deported. Don't be scared now. You had the opportunity while you were in. You had the opportunity when you got out. never took advantage of it. So I don't feel sorry for them. Thank you for serving the country. Thank you for putting your life at risk. Thank you for those who lost your life. But 30, 40 years later, you still didn't get it done. That's on you. You can't blame other people for something you didn't do. That's on you. That's not an American problem. That's an individual problem. If citizenship was a priority, they should have took advantage and did it while they were in or immediately when they got out. They didn't. I don't know what they expect people to do. I know there's bleeding hearts out there saying, well, man, they served the country, this and that and that. True. But if I don't have a driver's license, I go out and I get involved in an accident, it's my fault. I don't have a license. Whether I believe it's my, I didn't cause it. I'm the one out there in the wrong. They're the one out there in the wrong right now. They're the ones that didn't take that step. So I cannot sit there and be like, well, man, I don't feel shit. You got 30, 40 years to get it done. That's on you. Yeah, that happened in Aruba. Unless a deported veteran fails to keep up with the VA response or is incarcerated for a felony, their payments can, yep, yes, Mark D, you are correct. They get paid. 3-point turnaround. Thank you. Big time eviction. You know, and I practiced like hell for it. I remember that parallel parking, no matter what. Hey, I remember pull even with the car, that the spot you get ready to get into, pull even with that car, turn back in. There it is. Yep, 3-point turn is right. Yeah, the 3-point turn and parallel parking. That used to be the big thing back in the day. I don't even know if it's still like that to get a driver's test. I don't know if it's still like that in the States. Hell, now cars do it themselves. I know my Beamer used to do it. All I do was push a button. It would park itself. I didn't do anything. So I don't even know what the requirements are for a driver's license or somebody going to get their driver's license. But it probably has changed because, like I said, a lot of these cars, you ain't got to do anything. It'll do it on its own. Are there any other questions you guys have, man? Because this is like it's going to be a short live tonight because I'm not going to get on here and just keep going by myself. Let's see. I'm going to put this link back in here. Nobody jumps on anytime soon, man. I'm going to be up out of here. Let's see. 6 inches from the curb in Pennsylvania. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I remember that, Mr. B. Shit. Bro, I used to practice all the freaking time. Hello, Barry, how you doing? My friend went to Colombia, got drugged. I don't, hell no, dude. Like I said, I know I sound harsh, Gary. I know I sound cruel, but I'm telling y'all the truth.
You're right.
Have you ever heard come out and say, we got to stop this? They're not going to say that because these are the bottom feeders of society. It's just what it is.
They really don't even have the money to go to Colombia, like from Florida, as a cheap flight, and they could go on the budget airline.
And Spirit's getting ready to get up out of there. So now what?
Yeah.
So now what? Look, it's look. I try not to be cruel, but I'd rather be direct and tell the truth because you're not going to find no politician out there advocating for them to stop doing whatever they're doing in these Latin countries because they're not. And the government here don't care. Why would they care? The rules here are too lax, Gary. You drug somebody here, you ain't even going to jail. You're getting house arrest for like 3 or 4 weeks. They right back out doing it again. As long as they don't die. Yeah, as long as they don't die, they right back out there doing it again.
Especially if they're a loco too.
They don't care. Well, you go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you.
Trouble will find you. Yeah, if you're looking for it.
That's why, Gary, I don't even talk to them when they come here. Like, I'm courteous. Somebody asked me to tell the driver in Spanish how to get back to their place. Okay, cool. You want to know what a bank has the best ATM rates? Okay, cool. I'm not exchanging no numbers. Hell no, you don't need to know where I live. You ain't need no WhatsApp, nothing. Nope.
Yeah, they ask you a question, answer it, and move on.
Move on. You know how I go. How you doing, Gary? How was the casino?
Oh, pretty good.
Oh, you
Yeah, so
did
my
that well. You
daughter's
got a
gonna be
smile on
going
your face.
we might probably go back Saturday or Sunday. My
Ah,
daughter's gonna be
damn.
going to my daughter's gonna be going to California, I think this Friday. And they wanted to go. She wanted to take my grandkids to Disney World. So last Friday, I took her to Luke Air Force Base, and we got the tickets on the base. Okay, the adults is 110, the military ones, and 105 for the kids, right?
Damn, ain't much of a discount.
Oh yeah. Okay, wait until I can tell you. Okay, now when you go buy on tickets on Disney things, they already have the prices there. The day she
Okay.
wants to go Tuesday, that was 104. That Tuesday was 144 for this one adult. But every other day of the week, it's 164 for one adult, and you take off about $10 off for the kids. So that's quite a bit. So she got quite a bit in savings. Plus, I think they charge you tax on top of that.
Okay, so is it just the tickets that she bought? Is that just to get in, or does it include rides?
No, that's a ticket to get in. You get all the rides free. It pays for it. You have to pay for your food.
Oh, that's gonna
Anything you
kill
buy.
you. Oh, that's gonna kill you. I remember
Oh yeah.
SeaWorld. I remember it was 5 of us. The
Oh,
kids,
but
me, and my ex. We went to SeaWorld, Gary.
okay.
It was
I
this
I
was back,
I
damn, 2009, 2008. Hell, just for parking, Gary, it was $55 just to
oh yeah.
park in the parking
Okay.
lot.
When we
Go
were in
ahead, Gary.
California, when we were in California before, I think you get that. You're talking about SeaWorld. If you go to ID Me now, I think now you get tickets up to 4, you and 3 other people for SeaWorld, and I think there's some other places that you get free tickets. We went to SeaWorld, so we went. The kids were free. They were young enough. They were free. So when my being a veteran, we got to go free. That was about 2 or 3. But right now, I think they have it on ID Me to go to SeaWorld if you want. But the veteran
Wow.
has to be there, because I told my daughter, you want to go, but I think I have to be there. You could try, because when I went with them, they didn't ask me for my ID. It's just like if I had a regular ticket, and they let us in.
Yeah, Gary. I remember SeaWorld yesterday. It was $55 to park. We paid to see like all the stuff, all the attractions and all that. I forgot how much that was. But the food, oh my God. We were better off going to a steakhouse for that crappy
Well,
food that they serve
yeah.
at SeaWorld. Shit. No.
I don't
Hell
know.
no.
I
It's
don't know
bad.
where we parked. We might have paid $20 to $30 at the time, but I remember last time we went to Disneyland for parking. That was a long time ago. It was like $20 for the day parking. Plus that don't include parking. You pay for your parking when you get there, or you can get dropped off because my son-in-law's family lives in Santa Ana, and they can get dropped off and be probably picked up if they don't want to pay for the parking and take their car, So I don't know what they're going to do. They might do that, or might just pay the parking.
Yeah, because hey Gary, that couple $100 trip can turn into a couple $1,000 real easy.
Oh yeah,
Real easy.
yeah, and food and stuff is expensive. So
Absolutely.
she
Let's see.
probably saved about, at least with not pay. She probably saved by the regular price at least $150, because it don't matter if you buy the military tickets. You pay that price, and it don't matter what the Disney schedule is. Like you don't get any military discount. It goes by the day you go in there. If you buy in the military, it don't matter what day you got. You paid that price. So she saved over $118 just on the price alone without the tax.
She's probably gonna spend that in parking.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey Gary, is she staying the night? Is she still gonna stay the night there like a weekend, or they gonna come right back the same day?
Oh no, they're gonna stay a week. They're
Oh, okay.
my son-in-law's parent mom has a house there, so they got a free
Oh,
place to stay.
okay. Okay.
They got a free place every time they go. Like
I'll
when
get ready
my
to tell you,
grand
man.
uh,
Ooh-wee.
when my granddaughter got baptized, I paid for 3 nights in the hotel. I think it was Fountain Valley, and that was $200 a night. We stayed 3 days.
Yeah, about right. You know what I used to do, Gary? And I ain't telling y'all to do this. I'm gonna repeat this. I'm not telling y'all to do this. Here's what I used to do, Gary. I used to go to the VA in San Diego, right there in Mission Valley. They would give
Yeah,
me 3 days at a hotel right there on Hotel Circle.
yeah,
Or,
I know you talked about it. Yeah,
or I would go to the one in La Jolla, right? And they had a nice hotel right across the street. So when I was there, I was like, you know what? Let me go and get them 3 days. Man, I'm going on the beach.
yeah,
I'm going
yeah. You
shopping.
you treated it as a vacation. Yeah,
I
you
turned
took
into
advantage of it. Yeah,
It's like, hey, we'll give you up to 3 days because we don't want you to drive right back
and
after
plus
you drive up.
you
Okay.
got paid for your gas too, right?
They only pay you one way though. They don't pay
Oh,
you
okay,
round
but that's
trip.
still good.
Yeah,
That's still
hell, it was
good.
it was almost $160 one way
Yeah,
from where I
gas.
live
Yeah,
in Yuma. Yeah, and gas. And
yeah,
then but Garrett, you had to see a doctor. If you didn't
yeah.
see a doctor, they were
They
not
don't
gonna
pay
pay you.
your travel pay
Nope.
and hotel.
Nope.
Yeah,
No, you gotta be seeing your damn primary care doctor. If you only
right.
go in there seeing psych, you ain't getting paid. You're not paid. No, you gotta see your primary care. Let's see. He said, I just don't understand those people who go abroad, they don't practice safety, whoever or whatsoever. They get drunk, they get into drugs, cherry on top, hanging out with people they don't even know.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with the people you hang out with.
I've said my piece about it, bro. Look, let them do what they do. Because I know tomorrow morning, Gary, one of the 5 things I mentioned will be in the paper without a doubt. One of those
Oh,
five.
it happens every day there. I'm sure it happens
Every
every
day.
day, just like
Every
anywhere
day.
else. Just like anywhere
Every,
else.
let's see. Every decision has a whole lot of consequences. Practice
Right.
safety first. Better yet, stay home and enjoy life. Well, I'll just tell y'all like this. If that is your main goal coming here, you're dealing with people with not a lot of income. So they're not worried about security. They're not worried about
No.
safety
Uh-uh.
because they ain't got the money. You think a lot of these people who come here for that are going to stay
But look
somewhere?
where they're staying at.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Gary. You think they're going to stay somewhere that's gated, that's got
They don't
cameras?
have the money for
Absolutely
that.
not. They ain't got the money. All the money they got is going to the girl. The girl that they giving the money to
Yeah.
is living better than they are.
Yeah,
So it's like,
that's their hotel. That could have been their hotel money.
Gary, they ain't got no money for no hotel. Come on.
Yeah.
They ain't got no money for that. I went to see Shamu's show SeaWorld. It's been a while. Yeah, we went to that whole because they splash water. They don't even tell you, right? They should tell you, hey, you need to buy this poncho or get this. They didn't tell us nothing, Gary. You know, they get on that water ride.
We sat all the way in the back where we could see
We
good.
didn't.
Because
We didn't.
you know the splash in. Yeah, yeah.
They don't
the
tell you
splash.
though. Gary, I was expecting them to tell us something. They tell us shit. You know that water
You got all
ride?
wet?
I don't know if it's still at SeaWorld. They had a water ride. It was like a slide. It would go down.
Oh
right?
yeah. Uh-huh.
Nobody, hey, I've never been. I don't know. We standing there, that thing's coming. Woof. I said, okay.
Yeah.
Never again. Y'all never get me again. Let's see.
So, Markel, we'll get your thoughts. How long do you think the shutdown you can be? You think it's going to be to the end of the year or before the end of the year?
No. I don't think it's going to be to the end of the year, Gary. Honestly, sometime in October, first week of November, excuse me, first week of November.
Okay, well, I'm trying to get at because some of the stuff that the CBO wants to do for veterans benefits, some of that stuff's probably not going to happen because of the shutdown.
Well, none of it can happen. No, not right now. No.
Yeah.
So all that's going to get pushed is going to get pushed
to
back.
next year. To next year.
Yeah, it's gonna get pushed back. That's why I say probably in November, because holiday season's coming up. They're gonna have their constituents blowing their damn phones up to get this shit going. So I
Yeah,
would say
and they're on
first week,
vacation too,
second week
right?
of November. Yeah, yeah. First week or second week
They're
of
on-
November, Gary.
yeah.
That's my guess. They have their Louisville Slugger waiting for them.
And what do you think about the Maryland man? I think he's going to be deported to Africa, somewhere in Africa.
What Maryland man?
That Garcia guy, remember from he was they with the and he was in
the Marines?
no he was a gang member, MS-13. Remember the Maryland man? He was in the prison in El Salvador, and they brought him back.
Oh! They gonna send him back out?
Yeah, I think his case is finished. I think they're sending him very soon to Africa.
To Africa?
Yeah.
Where the hell he going to Africa?
Because he said he couldn't go back to El Salvador and all these countries.
They wouldn't take him?
No, he said it's dangerous. He said it's dangerous to send him back there in all these countries. They even offered him Costa Rica, to go to Costa Rica, and he turned all that down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he must be in some real whatever. But they can find his ass in Africa. It's not like they can't find him in Africa. He's gonna stick out.
well, you don't want to be there. You don't. You want to be shipped up there.
He gonna stick out in Africa, but hey, it is what it is. Okay.
He might be with the tribal people out in the desert.
Hey, whatever it takes. Let's see. We have air traffic controllers not showing up for work at Burbank Airport in California. Yeah, Howard sent me something about a lot of workers are
the air traffic control.
Leave.
Yeah,
they taking sick leave.
Yeah,
because they're unpaid. They're not getting paid. They're like, shit, I ain't coming here, I ain't getting paid.
And Trump's a lot of people are going to be losing their job. They're not going to get their job back.
Nope. AI, Gary. AI is going to strike his head. It is like, okay. Because the government's already using it. It's not like they're not using it.
Yeah.
But they're really going to implement a lot of these systems because, again, their AI is never going to call in sick.
Yeah.
You ain't got to worry about them doing nothing. No workman's comp, nothing but AI. They're going to be there every day.
They also stopped funding like these programs. Like there was Schumer and Jeffries pissed off because there was supposed to be some money for funding for like New York and stuff. Since the shutdown, Trump cut all that shit out, and they're cutting other stuff out. Then they can cut the budgets, and they don't need any other approval to vote on it.
Nope. You see this? Hundreds of unpaid TSA agents
are
calling in sick. Expect longer airport security lines. Hey, it is what it is.
Isn't the airports more down, less travel? People are traveling less, or still about the same?
Where, the airports?
Yeah, I think it will be down, isn't it?
I don't know, Gary. I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm not out there like that no more, so I couldn't tell you about anything about the lines or who's traveling, who's not traveling, or ticket prices. I don't know anything about any of that, bro. Couldn't tell you nothing about that. I would assume with the way things are right now, Gary, and the way I hear you guys talk about stuff in the U.S. right now, I would assume it can't be that many people traveling right now. I don't see how
that's why I say that. And airlines are losing money. Yeah.
I don't see where they're getting income to travel.
Yeah.
With grocery prices that I'm hearing, car prices, because like today I looked up the average cost for a home in the U.S. Now I know there are going to be some areas that's more, some areas that's much less.
Yeah, depends on where it is. Yes.
Right, but on average, it's $440,000, Gary, to get a house in the U.S. right now.
Oh, 400 to 500,000 easy, especially here in Arizona.
If you don't make at least 100,000, I don't care if your credit score is perfect, you're not gonna get approved for no house. Hell no.
Yes, especially now, and the rates are up.
Well, they getting ready to cut rates again. They were getting ready to cut because of these job reports. Remember, I just showed you September lost 32,000 jobs in the private sector.
Right.
It ain't looking good out there, Gary. It's not looking good out there, man. What you guys think about those cartel boats that get obliterated at sea?
Oh, yeah, I love
Honestly, I don't know
it.
enough
The
about
ones
it.
in
All I know is
Venezuela and Mexico.
look, all I know, Gary, is what's being reported that these were
Yeah.
drug boats. I have no way of knowing that's the truth or not. All I know is they blowing shit up out there. That's it.
Yeah,
That's all I
Venezuela,
know.
they're blowing all those up.
Yeah, they blowing them up. That's all I know, man. Hopefully it's true what they're telling us, but that's all I know.
Yeah,
But
hopefully.
if it's true and they're taking out these drug ships that are supplying fentanyl to Mexico and the US and Canada, I'm all for it. If it's true. If it's not true, then oh man, I don't know.
Yeah, Trump has bombed a lot of places in Mexico, like out in the middle of nowhere and stuff, where they're doing drugs and stuff. He bombed them, the cartels and stuff.
Family man said he went to the airport yesterday, pick up, and it's not busy at all.
That's what I
Not
thought.
surprising.
I wouldn't think it's busy.
Not surprising, family man. With the way I hear you guys in the States talking about pricing, groceries, car prices are through the roof, freaking just everything. Hell, even utility bills are through the roof. No, man, I don't see how people, well, they're still using Kernel, Affirm, and what's the other one? Afterpay. They're financing it. These guys are financing these trips abroad and engine light on the car. They need tires. Now, I'd rather go do this. Okay.
Yeah. No, if you're going to travel, you got to have money. You don't want to be financing it. If you have to finance it, you shouldn't be going.
Yes, Gary, you don't know these young kids like no, they mind ain't on that. These people, look, I saw something earlier today, actually from Fox Business, where they're showing millennials are so far in debt, Gary, with student loans.
Oh yeah,
these buy here, pay here. It is insane to me that these people are using these buy here, pay here services to order DoorDash and Uber Eats. You got a hamburger from McDonald's on a payment plan. Come on, man.
That's ridiculous.
You ordering pizza from Pizza Hut and you got it on a 40 payment plan. 40 payments? Come on, man.
Yeah, I think Trump, the people that owe money for colleges and stuff, I think they're making them pay now. I think they got everybody making them pay now.
Yeah, they're taking it out of their check, or they're gonna take their income tax. They taking their money.
Yeah, exactly.
Money.
Yeah, they want that money back.
Annapolis, where I live, little house now, 475K,
1,100 square feet.
God damn! God damn!
Yeah.
Wow, it's only $500,000 for 1,100 square. Man, that must be a hell of an area you in. For $500,000 for 1,100 square feet.
Yeah.
I just found out my friend got a brand new Vic and his monthly car note $1,340.
What? That's ridiculous.
Wow.
That's almost my house payment.
13, and that ain't including insurance.
Yeah.
Gas. Oh yeah, man. Hey, gotta pay to play.
No, he should have bought a used car, not a brand new.
Hey, but Gary, if he making the money, I ain't mad at him. If he making the money, and can afford
it, people overextend themselves.
True, but like I said, if he can easily afford it, then hey, it is what it is. But if you making 50,000, making a 1,345 car payment,
no, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work.
Will make a whole lot of sense.
That's your lodging right there.
What's up, Mr. Man? Let's see. I just paid my utilities. They asked me for a comment. I told him it was too damn high. Hey, Mr. Man. Hey, I appreciate you putting that information in the chat about HUD Vash, Gary. Mr. Man's HUD Vash in San Francisco, $3,300 a month. They pay his rent.
Oh, I seen that. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
Man, I might be moving to San Francisco. Y'all gonna pay
So
30.
so Markel, now it's starting to get cool now here in Arizona. So my electricity bill's going to be going down, but the gas, I have gas too for my furnace and water heater.
Yeah,
My
but you ain't
heat,
gonna spend that much, Gary. Not for that.
yeah, that's a lot cheaper than electricity. Yeah,
But I remember those days, Gary, like December, like right around Thanksgiving and Christmas, man, my utility bills were nothing. Uh, I want to say it was like $35, $45 or something like that I would pay
yeah.
for the electric bill, and the water bill would be all around about the same. It wouldn't be too crazy. But during the summer, man, shit, damn near let alone. Let's see.
Yeah,
Everything is way too damn expensive here in the States. Man, look here.
yeah.
I'm gonna start
That's
showing
true.
y'all some prices here. I got a BMW dealership across the street from me. I'm gonna show y'all what a 3 Series here costs. Okay, I
It
know in
has
this
to be more.
is it shit. Is it
It has to
in
be
the
more.
States? A 3 Series is what? Maybe 35, 40, maybe
That's
50,000.
a cheaper one, right?
Yeah, that's the cheap, that's the small, cheap one. Look and see what I'm gonna show you what it is here. I'm gonna go there and take a picture of it, and it can show you the conversion rate. I'm gonna show you what it costs. That's why people here lease. I didn't know it at the time, but most of these big vehicles, luxury vehicles you see here, they
They
lease them.
lease
They're
them.
not buying them. They're leasing them because man, them car payments have got to be crazy. It will. Okay. Car loans. Let's see. Car loan lenders are in trouble with debt. Yeah, a lot of them gonna go under. A lot of
Yeah,
your
they could.
subprime
Yeah,
lenders, a lot of those subprime lenders, they're not gonna make it. They taking on way too much debt with these car loans. It will only get worse with this new buy here, pay here later. Debt everywhere. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I'm trying to avoid as much
True.
debt as possible. Uh, okay. I don't know who this is. Can I see your face real quick before I let you on? But you can turn the camera right back off. I just need to see who it is. If you're fully clothed, I got no problem bringing you on, but I cannot have what we had last time because I don't know who it is. I've never seen you on here before. I just need to see your face. Okay. Uh, Trump administration is thinking about selling the premium student loans to
Oh, I
private
haven't heard that.
like SoFi. SoFi stocks looking good. Appreciate that, Mr. Man. And they're not gonna play. They're gonna get their money.
Yeah,
Not including insurance, nor gas, nor maintenance. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm retired. My health insurance is $700 a month just for me. Crazy. Yeah, that's shit.
Oh, guess what? You know Banner Hospital, right?
Yeah,
In Arizona. My wife had a plan with them for like the last 2 or 3 years, right?
yeah.
And for next year, they're dropping it. So I got to find another Medicare plan for her for 2026.
Don't they still have Obamacare?
No, this is Medicare. Obamacare is different than Medicare.
Oh, they're not. Oh no, they're
They're
not the
not.
same. No,
They're
they're
not the
not.
same.
No.
You have
So
to
you got to
be
find a whole
65
new
and
plan.
over to be on
You got
Medicare.
you got to find a whole new plan now.
Yeah, and it's
How
open
much?
season. 8 more days, the 15th.
Okay, I don't mean to be nosy, Gary, but how much is a plan?